Draven here. Just waiting to see if it's picking up my microphone. There we go. Okay. Right. We're going to be doing a couple of first looks this morning. First one we're doing is this one, Recall. This came out last month, January 2023. Developed by Maton69, published by Whitethorn Games. I've got Baron meowing in the background somewhere. This is a detective type, conversation type game. Memories are malleable and changing them will modify the present. Tackle mind-bending puzzles that rely on altering your own recollections to shape the future. I just want to say thank you to the publisher and Keymailer for the game key, much appreciated. As usual, it does not affect any of the opinions I express during this video since they are my own. So I'm just checking on Baron. Right, there we go. Okay, let's load this up. I haven't had a chance to load it to make sure it runs okay, but we shall just go with it. Where are we? There we go. Whitethorn Games. I like the logo. Press the action button, the Z key. That was quite loud. Let me just check some options in here. It sounds like it feels like it's made for a controller. Yeah, let me get my controller. Rather. Yeah, right, I'm gonna switch that off. Still quite loud, isn't it? Okay, new game. Oh, we've got Baron going up to his basket. The boss will be here any second. You better have a good explanation. I say killed. Talked. Why did I say killed? Sir, actually, we were waiting for you to do the honors. Generous of you. It has been a while since I had some fun. Look at you, aren't you a lovely one? Tell me, dear, what's your name? Mine's Chester, but you can call me the Toy Maker, as good boys and girls like to do. How about you, my child? I'm Javier. Lovely. By the way, we don't want anything bad happening to you, do we? Now, Javier, I was told you were curious to have a peek at my factory. My, I can't blame you, can I? Who isn't dying to discover what secrets my majestic place may hide? That's it. I made up my mind. I'll give you a little tour. There's a guard holding the gun there in the background there. Only after you tell me exactly how you made your way in here. I'll talk. Okay, have mercy, please. I was outside, you know. The area that can be reached from the street. Tell me about the door. Was somebody guarding it? I don't know. Or was I meant to watch something? Nobody was watching it. Nobody's watching it. There's nobody there, look. The door was open. But there wasn't any guard nearby. No guards nearby. Have you heard that, Jeff? I'm truly sorry, sir. I'm sure I was busy with something else. Not a single word more, Xavier. Continue. So yeah, after that, I kept exploring the place. Okay, so this is us now. Great art style on that, isn't it? We can run about. What's over here? Yeah, what's that? Remember, I found something behind a cargo box. What was it? Oh, look, I can change. Ah. Okay. It's a gun. Now I'm gonna take the rock. What about the gun you had when you were captured? Where did you find that? There was no gun nearby. The rock was all there was. Ah. The guard said you were carrying his gun when they found you. The one he's holding right now. Seriously, I don't recall stumbling upon any gun. So this is you manipulating what's happened in the past. You, where's your gun? I don't know, sir. I lost it. A second ago, you told me this boy had it when you and the guys captured him. I know I said that, but all of a sudden I realized that actually never happened. You're not making any sense. They've got a name for that. How was it? Yes, the Mandela effect. It's when you are absolutely certain something happened, only to find out your recollections were wrong all along. Like when you dream something and mistake it for a memory. That's what's happening. So, the boy didn't have your gun when you captured him. Is it still missing? Exactly. How convenient. Hey, I believe you, man. That happens to me too, a lot. You'd be surprised how unreliable memories are. We learned it in school. Is that so? Oh well, my cables must have crossed. Please, Jarvia, go on. What did you do with the rock? I saved it for later. Looks like this machine can get me a suit. The instruction reads as follows. Take care of yourself. Don't start your day without your protection suit. Slide your ID card through the reader to get yours. Forgot your ID at home? Don't worry, your gun will also work as ID. Have a safe and productive day. Can I not just... We're going in without our protective suit then. Okay, we can move the camera. There's a guard there, look. Let's see where this guard's going. What's in here? Oh, there's another guard. I think we'll just go out this door. JVR, I presume. J for JVR? No, not JVR. Timemaker's office. Should I knock? Let's knock. Kinda busy right now. What do you... Would you look at that? Shouldn't you be at school? You'll have to apologise me for this. Basic protocol and all. I'm sure you understand. And that's how it happened. You know the rest of the story. Game over. Okay, so we can change it completely. Let's try the green card. There was somebody guarding it. Who? The guard behind you. I believe his uniform had the same colour. Yes, sir. I can confirm I was the one watching the door. Fair enough. Go on. So I decided to explore the place a bit. I'm gonna take his gun. It was a gun. Was that the gun you had when you were captured? Was that the moment you picked it? Yeah, it looked like one of the guards had dropped it. Seriously, Jeff, is that hard to take care of your stuff? I'm ashamed of myself. I promise to be more careful, sir. Whatever. And then, what did you do with the gun? I saved it for later. I kept exploring. Let's see if this gun works. Did I get a suit? Unlocked. Should I put on a suit? Put the suit on. Well, he's already got the suit. Okay, no, he's... Right, there we go. Boss, did you see that? This kid ain't ordinary. He's doing some kind of witchcraft. I was feeling a little cold, yeah, so I borrowed one of your suits. I hope you don't mind. Xavier, please, what kind of monster do you take me for? Everyone should feel comfortable here. I, for instance, feel comfortable when carrying my baby. Her name is Red Rider. What's that? Red Rider? You're saying Xavier is up to something? Don't worry, he'll be a good boy, and we'll take that suit off. Isn't that right, Xavier? Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Now, where were we? I can go in here now. Excuse me. Nicky bud, what's up? How's the wife? Everything's fine. I was wondering if you could let me pass. Where are my manners? I'm in the way, am I not? Don't work too hard. Thanks. You too. Lovely fella. Ah, this is ours. Morning, Nikki. Password. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to tell you 000. Incorrect, Nikki. Sorry. The protocol is the protocol. But I need to find a code. Let's go in here. Ah. An ID card. Should I pick it up? Pick it up. I wonder if I could use that for the machine. No? Okay. But I could sneak past there next time, couldn't I? I wonder if I can... Can I just show him my ID? I can't look at anything on my inventory, no? No. That's quite good, that's not quite like this. Playmaker's office. Should I knock? No. What happens if I knock? Kinda busy right now. What do you want? Sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but there's an important matter you need to know about. Very well, come in. So, I got there. I was standing in front of you. That happened. I can't seem to recall. Wait, come to think of it, yeah. I remember a guard wanted to speak with me. So it was you, you little... I'm getting a hard time piecing together what's happened next. I'll give you a hand. This is what happened next. Sir, you need to have a look at this. What is it, dear? May I ask you to come a little closer? You won't be able to see it from that spot. This better be important. God, my head. And then? What happened then? I gave you something. You gave me something? What? I gave you... a wordless blow to the head. Ah? Extends his hand to reach the toy maker's gun. I don't think so, kid. Darn it, so close. Okay, right. I need the rock then, don't I? I need a green uniform. I need to pick up the rock. So what did you do with the rock? Create this distraction. I need the rock though. What was that? I need to get past these guards. Oops. Oh, I just made it. Need this ID card. Yeah, we need to go get the uniform. Without being spotted. Where's he going again? Let's see if that ID works. I need a green uniform. No? No. Put the suit on. I don't have the password yet though. That's the problem. He shouldn't have his gun. I should get that gun. Hey, what? Wait, let's talk this out. Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Can I look at any of these? No. Oh, great, I forgot to unlock this. But that's working, isn't it? So we need the green card. Should we have the blue one? Is it the blue zone that's that way or the green zone that's that way? I can't remember. So we'll go with the green. I can't remember. I could do a knock on the guard out. So I need his ID. Really? Jeff, what's wrong? I don't know what kind of trickery you're using, but I've got news for you. naive of you to think you can get smart with the toy maker. Okay, so we can't do that. Is it a blue or a green guard that's standing over the password bit? I really can't remember. So I was just wandering around the place. Maybe I can knock him out because he's blue. I can't do anything with that now. Where do you go? You usually come in there, don't you? That's not working, is it? Oh, right. Oh, there's no guard here now, look. 613. So that's the code we need. So we now know that. This computer seems to control several features of the building. There's an option to disable the door he locked in the present. Okay. Right. So how do I get... I just have to play it again, don't I? I've now unlocked the door. I've got the code for the door. So let's just go and get caught. Hey, it stopped right there. And that's how it happened. You know the rest of the story. Right. We need... a green guard. The green guard or the blue guard? Does it? I need the green one. Do I take the rock or the... I take the rock. Okay, let's go get the uniform. The ID anyway, so... Very clever game. Okay, let's get the blue uniform. Three. Go go ahead. Let's unlock the door. Knock on the door. Okay. Now we can go out here. You aren't alone, are you? They're with you. That's how you're all able to do this. My head. Are you the one behind the murders of the Happy Havoc? Dominic Yoder. Well, you've been doing your homework, Chester. You traitor. I knew I've heard that voice before. Is that what this was all about? Was I the next one on the list? You flatter me, Dominic. You're a funny guy, Chester. My list consists of only the most dangerous and powerful fools. Did you honestly believe you could be among them? You're more like a, well, how do I put this? You're just a clown that happened to be in my way. Listen, you. Yes, you. The one looking through Dominic's eyes. If you're there, listen. Don't follow him. Get away while you can. Look for... Enough bobble. Have a safe trip to hell, Chester. Man, so much to do in so little time. You and I got some work to do, eh? That was just the intro. Recall. Chapter 1, The Golden Time Lover. What on earth? Bit untidy place. I like how it's sort of blurring stuff out, isn't it? Just have a quick look around. Pizza boxes everywhere. Great, where did I leave the keys this time? In the fridge. Empty. I should start storing my shoes here to give this some use. Keys aren't here. I should clean this at some point. Keys aren't here. I can see my reflection. I'd wish to see something different. There you are. So which way are we going? What's that? Coffee shop. Can't go in it. A neighbour of the area. What can you tell me about the gruesome events? What's that? Haven't you heard? The toy maker. He's been killed. Turns out the guy was from the city. An ordinary photographer during the day. The most eminent drug lord at night. Can you believe it? This will make for a hell of a story. I'll put Batman to shame. I've no clue what you're talking about. Geez, someone's been living under a rock. Never mind, kid. I'll ask the other neighbours. Thanks anyways. And remember, you see something worth informing, Sonny Cash will be reporting. Identification, please. What are you doing around these streets? I live here. Just taking a walk. Just be careful and don't be wandering around late at night, alright? There's been shootings in the area recently. Shootings? That's new. I'll keep an eye open, officer. Don't hesitate to call the station if you see anyone suspicious. Right, I guess we go through the park. You look suspicious. Beautiful afternoon, eh, boys? Who's your new friend, Bruno? I'm by myself, Mrs. Sky. My eyesight gets rustier and rustier with each passing day. I could swear I saw you accompanied. You're not starting to see double, are you? At this point, it comes as no surprise. Well, my favourite show calls. Take care of yourself, young man. Would you? You too, Mrs. Sky. Achievement unlocked, Mrs. Sky. We're not going around here. Little touches, look. He's got the grass moving. What's up there? Just rocks. So where am I meant to go now then? Can't go in there. Ah, look, Bruno, buddy. Please, not now. Hey, how you been, man? These last days haven't been as much fun without you. What do you want? Just checking on my friend. Anything wrong with that? Hey, have you heard? Rumour has it Henrietta will be holding some kind of event tomorrow. I know what that face means. An event? So what? You may be able to trick others, but I know you, Gallagher. I know you'd love to be there. After all, it's Henrietta. Well, guess what? She was actually planning on inviting you. For real? Of course not, you underdog. Man, you should see your face right now. Are you done? Oh, come on. Don't get all butthurt. Can't stand a little joke. Well then, I'd better get ready for tomorrow's big thing. Later, fatty. Is that a car coming? Ah, they got ruined. Lucas, tomorrow at noon, we'll hang out at my place. Don't be late. Your wishes are my command. And for the love of God, Lucas, wear something nice. Heading straight to the clothing store. We'll see each other soon, Gallagher. Good morning, Kaiser. How are you today? Bruno, is that you? I didn't notice you were there. You just saved me from the devil, you know that. But the only thing you need to be saved from. What's up with that outfit? I hate to be the one to tell you this, but none of us are trying to impress you. You can be funny when you put your mind into it. You can come too. Really? I mean, I had other plans, but I'll think about it. The invitation stays open, in case you change your mind. See you around. Okay, Kaiser. I'll wait till you're back. Why does it have to be so hard? Giole della Soul. Given we are all keenly aware of the recent events, I don't consider there's a need for much introduction. First and foremost, my heartfelt condolences to the Allburn family. No need. Proceed, detective. Roger that. For those who still don't know me, the name's Della Soul. Gioli Della Soul, Detective Inspector and Chief Police Officer. Eager to have a word with you all. Especially considering one of you witnessed the murder. Hi there. Mince. I'm good, thanks. Begin from the start, if you please. I'll do what I can. It all started when the party started. More specifically, when I got there. Did you arrive with someone else, or get there by yourself? The fatty with someone? You're not serious, are you? Those who were not asked my questions, please restrain from unnecessary commentary. So, Mr. Gallagher, well, I am... Right, we can go with the first one to start with. Why bother lying yet? I went alone. See, it wasn't that hard. So, there I was, wandering around, normal stuff. Who's this over here? I don't want to bother him. Okay, suit yourself. What are you? Ever heard the term food regulation? Figured as much. No, I can't talk to you. It's a pretty good game. There's a bit of time manipulation in it, which is very cleverly done. You should probably see very shortly. I'm not too bad. I'm very tired. Very tired. My alarm did go off this morning, but I did switch it off, but then I fell asleep again for like 20 minutes. You didn't sleep at all last night. Oh. That's not good either. Are you planning on killing someone with these Lego bricks? Yikes, and here I was trying to be discreet. Your companion should have warned you beforehand. Companions? I'm alone, kid. Sure, keep telling yourself that. Now walk over the bricks, yeah? Some of you feel fine though, just a sore neck. I don't think you can. I think I've tried that. You can link it. You can right click on your message in the existing channel and get a link and then post that in the other channel. That's how I've done it in the past. There's no way I'm starting a conversation with these two. Man, if I had known you were coming, I would have told them to bring a feast twice the size. They're not nice. Have we talked to you? No. What'd you look at that? Nothing. Just passing by. Okay. Yeah, I don't know at all. You would have thought there would have been a way, wouldn't you? It makes sense that there would be a way. So, you armed yourself with enough courage to bring your fat ass here. It really pisses me that she invited me, doesn't it? Is this me? I'm having a blast, watching a rat walk amongst the swans. We can change what's happened every time we're asked a question, or like at the start of this there was like, we asked if there was a guard standing at the door and we said no, but you can also say there's a blue guard or a green guard, and it changes what's happened in the future. And you remember everything that you've done. So when you restart it, if you found a passcode somewhere else using a different method, you can use that passcode because you know it still. Why the long face? You're at a party, my friend. Parties aren't that fun when you're all by yourself, you know. But that's where you're wrong, my friend. You aren't alone. I'm not sure I follow. Don't worry. They know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see if we can get into the main building. Ah, right. So here's an option. These stairs seem like a good spot to rest my legs. I haven't played that, no. I think we have it. I just haven't played it. I'm gonna sit and see what happens. Why did I even bother coming? So there I was, having a blast. I sat there for a while. How much a while would be? I don't know. A while. Leave me that of having been aware of the time. I tell you, but I wasn't detective. Anyways, that's when I heard it. Shots. How many shots? I don't remember. One maybe. I don't remember. The sound came from the house. The mansion is big. I need more than that. Do you happen to recall the direction of the sound? What difference does it make? Does it matter? I assure you, Mr. Gallagher, it does. Every tiny detail is a piece that helps in putting the puzzle together. That being said, I'd appreciate it if you'd show a more collaborative attitude. Tell him, Bruno. Tell him the truth. Tell him you got so scared you couldn't even remember your own name. Is that the case? It's understandable. I cannot blame you for having been afraid. I can make an exception and postpone this if you're not in the mood for testifying, Mr. Gallagher. After all, you witnessed a murder, no less. We can resume our interrogation whenever you feel ready again. Is there anything I can do for you? I'd like to go home. Roger, let me take care of that. Kurt, give Mr. Gallagher a ride home, will ya? So much for a witness. Okay, let's take a friend with us this time. I hate to break it to you guys, but I actually arrived with someone. You did? You did? You did? You did? Anyone else? Tell us, Bruno. Who was it? His name is, Harry. Yes, his name's Harry. Harry Ocean. Never heard of him. That's because he's new in the city. Are you telling the truth, Mr. Gallagher? He is. I was at the front gate. When he arrived, saw him with his friend. What? I mean, yeah. Of course you did. I'm sure you're aware that lying to the police is no small deal. I get it, Oliver. You feel pity for Bruno. We all do. But covering for him, please, you're better than that. You sound awfully confident for someone who wasn't in the main yard at that time. I, on the other hand, was close enough to see Bruno arrive with someone else. If Lucifer says so. Miss Alburn, do we have a registry of someone with that name on the guest list? I don't think so. Wait, yep, here he is, Harry Ocean. Oh well, I must have missed it. If that's the case, why isn't he with us? Skipping the interrogatory doesn't point him in a good light. Here he comes. Sorry guys, I slept through my alarm. Mr. Ocean, I assume. Please take a seat. Psst. How you doing, man? Do we know each other? In a joking mood today, are we? Alright, the crew is complete. Shall we set sail? Mr. Gallagher, so you arrived at the party with Mr. Ocean. You may proceed. So we were there. Hanging out, wandering around. You know, normal stuff. So we can go about here now. Let's go up to the stairs. Sorry, Mr. Alburn is busy and doesn't want to be disturbed. You can come later if you want to take a look at the house. Okay. Ever heard the term food regulations? Figured as much. So you armed yourself with enough courage to bring your fat ass here. It really pisses you that she invited me, doesn't it? This is me, I'm having a blast, watching a rat walk amongst the swans. You're supposed to be a swan? Dude, if there's anyone suited to be a rat, it's you, I mean. Just look at those ears. Good one. And you are? How much did this fatty pay you to pretend to be his friend? Interested in my services? Sorry dude, I don't work with rats. Come on Bruno, let's leave the trash where it belongs. Are you going to talk to us? Wonder, with whom do we have the pleasure of speaking? We haven't said a word yet. Now you did. I'm Dominic. Pleased to meet you. Bruno, this is Harry. Hi. Say Bruno and Harry, enjoying the party so far. Can't say I'm getting the most out of it. No, you come to the right person then. You're lucky I always know how to spice things up a little. Here. What's that? Why, a surprise, of course. Mix it with water and you'll witness an event like no other. Well, actually, look. Just what we needed. You want us to spill this on the puddle? Yeah. Why would we want to do that? Ah, for Christ's sake. Now, would you look at this? A small amount completely transformed it. It's just powder paint, isn't it? Oh, no. It's fluorescent powder paint. It glows. Whoa, crazy. Oh man, these were my new shoes. Anyway, take this with you. You never know when it might come in handy. A toast to Bruno and Harry. Okay, so we've got fluorescent paint. So that'll come in handy for working out who killed. I am going to stop there with this one. This is quite a good little game. I like that. Can we exit? Yeah. Recall by Metan69. I do like this logo. Right. Let me just get to the store page for that one. That's called Recall. It came out last month. It's very good. I was really enjoying that. Nice artwork, good music, interesting the choices to change the feature. Oh, that was the guard. Look. No, I really like that. I shall probably finish that. Not on stream, but I will finish it. Again, thank you to the publisher and Keymailer for the game key, much appreciated.